should get the crappy one. Thank you all for coming. We appreciate you coming. Josh is wonderful, and he's our global expert, Avalon expert. Josh and I, Josh and I did a river cruising march together at an Avalon river cruise, and it highlighted just what a special product it is. So that's why we've decided to do our group booking. And obviously, because we're just selling the river cruise, the pre and post is a little bit up to you, because you really don't go to Europe for 9 days. Nobody goes to Europe for 9 days. Nobody's allowed to go to Europe for 9 days. Well, even then you had, like, it's a long way.
Okay, over to Josh.
Yeah, so Josh will take over and marvel us all.
Awesome. I'm Josh. I've been in Globus now for 7 years. With a 4-year gap, I lost my job during lockdown like everyone else did. That's okay. I came crawling back in 2023, so I decided to come back. I wanted to show you this photo because every photo in here is actually on one of our trips. So I've been very fortunate to travel as far and as long as I can. A few of the trips I did take my mum and dad. They did come home, and one wasn't on one day. I did bring my mum and dad home.
Hey, if I was your mum, I would have stayed.
Oh no, it would have been a bad thing.
No, I would have managed.
Yeah. So, but in terms of our brands, we've been around for 98 years, so we're definitely the experts when it comes to cruising. So Globus is 98 years old. She'll be 100 in 2028. Funny enough, that's the same year as the US election, so we'll just see how that year goes. Cosmos, she's been around about 55, so not as long, but that was more designed for the Australian market. And then obviously the reason why you're all here today, Avalon, she's sort of in her prime right now. She is in her mid-20s, so her life is quite good at the moment. We've got 24 ships in our fleet. Across most of the rivers. Unfortunately, we had to pull out of Russia. I don't know why. We don't do the Ganges in India either. But nearly every other river in the world we do, except for the Mama. We don't do that.
That was my first
Damn it. Now, I've got a little video here, but I'm not sure the sound's going to work.
It's on you. TV.
The TV's on you.
Have you got the new button?
Oh.
Have you got the remote for the TV, Josh? We had it. There was
No, it was. We just.
Stop the video.
It's not.
Do you have the remote? It's in his pocket. There you go. Trust the man to have it in his pocket.
Harsh.
What do you want?
It's a tough brand,
Did
isn't
you
it?
order it?
Someone's got to stand up
Did she
for it.
take the orders? Did you order Chris having on the dinners? I did.
Yeah.
Did Chris get hers? Yes. Okay, so it's just
Oh, that was it. The reason we picked them was the way the bed was. That was how I picked them up. Yes.
I found the balcony thing quite
Oh no, we used it.
Let's do that. I think mine's back again.
He knows that.
We would never.
So with Avalon, like I said, we've been around sort of for 20 to 25 years now. We're award-winning, so on trust, while we're out of 4 of the biggest lines, ours actually sits at the highest of about 4.6 out of 5, which is quite high. In terms of your sightseeing, I'd say we include between 80 and 85% of your sightseeing, so you will have a few optional excursions that you can purchase as well. You don't have to. They're just more there to amplify your experience and more you can see to it. Really do include so much every day. And then obviously who's the director, you've got an adventure host as well, with all the bike trips that you're all going to do when you're on the cruise. But it is quite a good product. And then with our excursions as well, they are split into active, discovery, and classic. And I have to say that again because it's active and discovery, not active discovery. So you don't have to be super fit and healthy to do all of that. In terms of the experience on board, we do have a little bit of wellness on board as well. Cabins have Meloxicam in them, some really nice amenities. We also have 2 different coloured towels, so you don't accidentally wipe your face into someone else's towel. So these are small details as well. Like I said before, we do have a small active focus. We do have bikes and things like that on board. You can wake up and play. We're going to doing our trips as well. It's more up to you. But in terms of the cabins, this is sort of what they look like. So we were the ones that started this, but what we've done is we've angled the bed to face the view, and then you've got a floor to ceiling wall to a door that folds open. So your balcony is actually part of your room. So on nearly every other cruise line, where sort of the end of your bed is where the cabin, where the balcony starts. So it comes into the room space. Yeah, I know our friends at other cruise lines have this now as well. They stole the idea, it was our idea first. But we have it on our entire bed. So just know that if you do an Avalon, you should be getting the exact same experience every time in terms of the experience. At staff on board, so the staff to yes ratio is 1 to 2, meals as well. And then in terms of the staff, there is a real remote, or there should be a real remote feel on board that they really do bring it in as part of it. And just to highlight Unity's experience as well, we actually had our global CEO for Avalon on our ship, and that's at the home that Aaron got with her, so that's Anne Coffey right there. She doesn't own Avalon, but she oversees everything. And even with how involved she is, because she is one that she could step back and have other people do her job, but she knows where every ship is, every day. She knows the appointments at the back of her head. She's very much
knows the staff
Avalon.
on
She
the
definitely knows her staff. So she's a great leader that we've got. In terms of the sightseeing, so I quickly just touched on that before. But we do have active discovery and classic. So classic, these are your half-day guided sightseeing trips around town. Every cruise line has that, or at least a version of that as well. With Avalon, most groups should be capped at around between 30 and 40 guests, no more. In saying that, we also do split guests in accordance to eligibility as well. So, well, obviously, if you've got walking issues or you want to be a little bit slower that day, we're going to put you the highlight keys. So everyone should be split out, and you sort of do that from day to day, just depending on how many you do as well. Discovery sightseeing sort of gets you more underneath the destination. Really great example on our Douro cruise. We do a visit to an olive oil farm, and you learn to make olive oil ice cream. Why? Because you can't do that at the tavern with the Burwood. It's on the side. You're only going to get sort of local to that region. And then we've got our active sightseeing, which is in the name, it's at Photo Visitor Centre. That could be anything from hiking, biking. On my first river cruise, we had guests that ran from port to port, that they were organised with their adventure host. Now I could be them nurse to pay thousands to be on a river cruise to run on the side of the river. So that option is there if you wanted to do it, but you don't have to. And then depending on the day of the trip, there will be ample options available as well. I think the Rhine cruise that we did, there was one option, we had 5 different excursions that we could pick from that day. Yeah. That really is our one difference against the rest, where other cruise lines might only have 1 or 2 max, whereas us, most days should have ample opportunity each day. And then the wellness on board. So you can wake up with yoga. But also it is up to you. So if there's things that you want to do with your adventure host or go off on your own, that's what an adventure host is. And therefore we do have some guests, again, just depending on again, but they took a packed lunch off the ship and just took 2 bites per day. These are all activities with Avalon as well. Just have to obviously let our staff know the day before, so that they won't even make everything related to job. And then hopefully you remember this space.
My favourite things about Avalon, definitely the view, from the sky deck or in my room. The dining options, the custodian or restaurant in a power room, everything is taken care of. And also the options I get
That's right. Good old Mel. Mel's got the best job now because she just does everything. She's been on, I think, 6 of our cruises now. So she's been our ambassador the last 3 years. And she's been great to work with as well. So she's just really nice. In terms of the wining on board, so alcohol is included if you want to start early at breakfast. We've got champagne on the breakfast bar, so you can definitely start early. But breakfast, lunch, dinner, and then included happy hour every day. Just dependent on port talks and the London guidance itinerary. Happy hour can change from day to day, just depending on when the hour is. He's 1 hour every day, and then he's a cocktail menu including the happy hour as well. So the only time you have to purchase alcohol is if you don't do any sightseeing, so during the day, or a night cab after, because it is from as well. So 9 times out of 10 they'll be able to take a sip out of your cup. They're topping that up straight away. So it's not just one and done. What was that, sorry?
That's dangerous.
It is, because then you don't know how much you've had to drink. It's like, have I had one, or did that glass get top?
It's been 7. 6.5.
And then in terms of the dining experience on board, we do have the big restaurant at the front of the ship. Everyone can see at the same time, so it's not just you've got to take a certain time, everyone. There is a bistro lounge as well, and normally that's a degustation menu, and then depending on weather, we'll also open up the sky deck and do sky dinners as well. That's something that's sort of new for this year. Obviously, if it's pouring rain, too bad. You're going to have to sit it up. I'm joking. We'll try and do that at a different time, but it's usually 1 to 2 hours a sailing, just depending on the length of your cruise. Which then leads me to what we're going to talk about today. So it is Christmas time on the Danube, and hopefully we can get another
Babes. Those gorgeous girls.
I know, I finished this off the MTA website.
Josh.
So I do my research.
That's gorgeous.
Did you want an accessible? Oh, okay.
Just put it on her lap, it's okay.
It's so nice to get another one. Scotch?
So obviously with this film clip that was taken during the summertime, just had 2 more layers of snow, and it's the same thing, just a bit up. So in terms of why would you sort of do Christmas markets in Europe, you completely do different films for the summer season. The Danube is one of the most visually beautiful rivers in Europe, and they were smart as well. Obviously, due to the canals as well, they cargoed a lot of things down those rivers. But the infrastructure of the towns is now over those rivers as well. So you do really have the city at your doorstep. In terms of the markets themselves, have you got anyone in here that's done the Orleans markets in Europe? They're so good. So I've been lucky to go. I've seen a few, not all of them. But every market has something different, from the food, from the wine, from the music, the ornaments as well. They're quite different from town to town. You'll almost get like a gingerbread smell. So sometimes it just wafts through those towns, and you're not going to get that during the summer season. And it's a different side of Europe as well. So just remember, obviously you're going to have to pack a couple of extra layers, but because so many people go during the summer season, you'll have a different sort of crowd. Obviously, when into Christmas and months. And of course, the food. So not only will you be bloated on the ships, but you'll be bloated on shows all chances of the amount of food that you want to try. I'm going to quickly just show you a very quick day by day. So you've got 2 nights free in park. Those 2 nights will actually have a cruise to director as well, so it's a good time to meet the cruise director as well. It does say Prague, and I've got a photo of Amsterdam. I'm so sorry. Right, so let's just avoid that.
It says welcome to Holland too.
Oh, here we go. Hotel check-in. Hotel check-in after 3. But you will meet the cruise director on day 1. And then the following day, you've got a full day in Prague with the cruise director to go through those gorgeous markets. I know it looks quite busy in that photo, but once you actually there experience the ambiance, it's not that crazy.
That looks awesome.
Day 3 is when you sort of get on the ship, so we'll start in Nuremberg. A funny fact about Nuremberg, there's free Wi-Fi throughout the whole city as well. So not only can you go and see how great the Christmas markets are, but I expect to see it on like TikTok Live, things like that.
Di, you know you're all about TikTok.
I'll say.
We're definitely the TikTok crowd here.
I'm definitely number 10 in the TikTok
So you will have overnight docking as well. So with that, with overnight docking, it means you don't have to come back to the ship at a certain time. You can go back offshore if you want to go into the town at night, things like that. You've got that option as well. Regensburg. With Regensburg, in terms of where we dock to where the actual city is, it's like a 15-minute walk. You're literally right in the heart of the city of Regensburg. We'll have a guided city walking tour there. And then we've also got Christmas lectures on the weekend. You do them if you want to. Don't feel you have to. But you will have to get back onto the ship at a certain time as we're going to cruise to the south tonight. So with Persao, from what I know, there's only going to be 1 to 2 Persao, but there could be 2. So I've popped the one up there. But with the one that's up there, you could actually potentially, just depending again on weather, you'll have the option to either do Salzburg or Chesky. You'll do it out of this port. We have been hit by the weather the last few weeks, not good weather, so we have to be able to run on those excursions, which is why we don't have them on the main itinerary on the website. It's just more, we're looking at it day by day. But if you get to do it, I did the Chesky one. To Chesky Krokomov, which is a beautiful older town. It's on top of a hill, so that walk was horrendous. But once you get up there,
You could be no more than on the ship.
it's worth the view. It is worth the view. If you don't do this one, this is the day tour to Salzburg. So if you've seen The Sound of Music, which hopefully the most of you have, you're going through the main hot spots of where that is. And then you've got Melk, beautiful Melk. There's a big abbey at the top of Melk. This one you don't have to walk. We do have a bus that goes to the top for you. But I said to everyone on the ship, I could live in this abbey. So this abbey, it's quite huge. It'd probably be as big as, I want to say, Berlin. It's absolutely massive. As you sail into Melk, it's the first thing that you see on the top of that hill. It's absolutely beautiful. And of course, with Avalon, you get to walk through that. So there's certain things you're not allowed to touch. The library, for one, it's got thousands of books in there, and it'll just take you away when you go through the library. But it's just an absolutely stunning place of architecture. So it's one of my favorite. And then Vienna in Austria, out of all the Christmas markets, you'll absolutely love Vienna. These ones are the most, I want to say, lively. It's really where Europe actually comes alive, I want to say, is in Vienna, Austria. And with the way that the city is built, it's built that you can actually walk through that town as well. So it's not like you've got constant roads that go through where the markets are, and that's where it is. It's just an amazing atmosphere to definitely love this. And then last but not least, this is where obviously your cruise will end. So you definitely extend your time here as well. Vienna would be a place I would extend my time. and I wanted to include as many selfies as I could. So this was Miriam's experience on Avalon. So we've got Cooking Off the Gardens here. That's my boss actually next to Tracy there. That's my boss.
There's the lady in the blue dress.
Yeah, so
Amazing.
obviously if you've got nice things to say, tell Wendy. If you don't, just tell me and I'll pass it on to you. And then there's a few others. We've got Pan there. I think that's Strasbourg, the top left. That might be the Hudson in
Yeah.
Strasbourg.
And then the Black Forest bike ride there,
Yeah.
which
Oh, you did the, I did
the Black Forest bike ride, and you know,
Is it an e-bike or real bike?
it's an e-bike, but the guide tells you when you can't use the e-bike the whole time or you'll run out of battery when you need it. So you have to pedal for a chunk of it because it's going up mountains. But it was, there were moments where I'm like, what the have I done? But when you get to the end, it's amazing, and you get a schnapps and you get a piece of Black Forest cake, and standing in the Black Forest eating Black Forest cake. It's amazing. And they do have a bus that follows you if you stop riding the bike.
Where was that one at?
Strasbourg.
And in terms of what
It was so much fun. We had the best day. The guides were amazing and really tolerant.
I didn't do the bike ride. I'm not very good on two wheels, let alone four with my car. So I thought I'll give that one. Yeah. It's just I don't know if I'm just going to get there at the end. So it's, I'm just not going to. And then to wrap up, this is what sort of included on your cruising. So all of your accommodation, all of your meals, breakfast, lunch, dinner, morning tea, afternoon tea, and then you've got snacks in the library and will be straight at the back as well. So you'll definitely not be hungry from what Avalon at all. All of your alcohol, soft drinks, tea, coffee, all included meal times. It's just set apart meal times, that's what you're charge. And then also in terms of the included soft drinks, every room has got a fridge inside. If you let the concierge or the staff members know that you like Pepsi Max or Coke or whatever it is, they will stock that every day for a free charge. It's only if you want alcohol in there that they get charged because it's outside of your meal time. If you prefer having a Coke every day or a Sprite or something or juice and it's on board, they will stock that every day. Like a bottle of wine or something to drink. Yeah, so look, you could get charged to corkage. I've worked for Avalon for nearly 8 years. It's never been charged. It could be charged. We just have to tell you, it might be charged. There is a chance, but then if you want to drink in the dining room, like they'll call that. If you want to drink it at dinner time, and like I said, you may get charged. If you do get charged, you'll be the first one that I've heard of.
Because I complain to Josh.
Complain to Josh. Josh said. That idiot from Victoria said.
But you can sit in your cabin and drink your own wine, and you can take vodka on board and have vodka and lemonade in your cabin. Or in your
So even when you're sailing and things like that, you've got the option if you want to go upstairs to the top floor. All the rooms are designed if you want to stay in your room. It's not like happy outdoor furniture. They're nice and come on armchairs. They're designed that you can stay in your room, open those doors wider, and watch that world go by. What was that?
I'm in the cabin next to you, hanging over the balcony.
Yeah, if you don't know what's on the... Yeah. If she's not knocking on the wall.
No, she will. She will hang over the camera and go, oi, you talking?
That's the beauty of these style though, because there's not that just that shitty little piece of stuff between the cabin decks.
You'd quite overrated.
Look, I won't say anything.
No, you
I
can
went for the risk
sleep.
management thing.
That's correct. You can sleep with your door open and packed, just let fresh air
Place at the
in,
back,
like
don't
it's
go and get
just
that. We lived in there.
That is awesome.
It's a good spot, Harry. It's nice and quiet.
the curtain. So open the
Then
door and
up
just
on
have
the
a
third level, at the very back,
look at where I
just a
am.
little coffee area. And every day, like, it's got coffee machine and all the rest of
And
it.
they've got little cookies that are cooked on board.
Yeah.
But then they rotate everything else. It might be donuts one day or muffins the next day.
to die for.
The donuts are pretty good.
You enjoyed the muffins. People go back there and do jigsaw puzzles. And they'll set up a jigsaw puzzle and you just come along and some people will do bits and pieces. And some people, a lot of times it was just us. And it was just beautiful.
Because usually at the back of the ships is where the people or other cruise lines sleep. But for us, and we toss that idea because it's such a loved area. That's why we've got our suites on the side of the ship, and that room is kept open for the public.
And the other part we found, like really there, it was quite warm, but a lot of people sat inside the lounge, well, they call it lounge. But there was all that area in the front of the lounge, and we couldn't go up top because it was a tax down to go on the reaches and stuff. But they had the it's we should sit there too.
Yeah,
Is
it's
that awesome?
Even when it was raining, it was beautiful.
Yeah.
We're only on
What ship are you on?
Artist Picture.
Okay, yeah. It's 128. 128.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, because we went down the mosaic spot.
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently that's why we went to that one.
Yeah, because it fits in the locks. It's got to fit in the locks. Yeah. So I think
Got some more food.
this might be a bigger one.
Yeah, I think it's yeah. But oh no, yeah, but great. As I said, that piece of the back, I could not believe that it wasn't.
Yeah.
Because I think people just forgot that it was there.
Forgot it was there, and it depends. Like some people say on a shore all day as well. But like it's just it is a good, like you said, it's a good part of the ship. I lived there at the back as well. It's nice places to escape from all the fun.
Especially when we were docked side by side.
Yes.
And like we were on the top level, but still couldn't
You can open your curtains and have a look.
That's right, because I was a bit concerned about what I might see.
Oh, I know. We did that.
When you
We
got
did
side by
that.
side,
Where
yes.
can I see? We were hearing into other
Yes.
people's cabins. I know.
Oh,
That
yeah.
was always the briefing. Make sure you're wearing
Because I was on
pants.
with all the travel agents, so we were interested to see those other ships. So we were like, oh, it's one of them.
No, yeah, we wanted what's their bed look like? Ah, their bed's sideways. No.
Normally there will be two Avalon ships docked side by side. They'll actually open up the areas at the front so that you should be able to walk through the ship.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, if it's side by side with an Avalon, if it's
Now
other,
that's side by side.
they may open it, they may not open it because it's
And is that
Yeah, sometimes you have to go up and around.
Yeah, well, we wanted to have to walk. We
We'll put handbars so you don't
There was
fall
one
in.
point, I can't remember where it was, but they
We
moved
could walk
the ship.
between them, but yeah.
Yeah, so they let all of us off and they moved.
Yeah, oh yeah, it's like open your blinds here and there.
But
you know, I find the other passengers
It's like make sure you've got
there are.
about 90.
at least.
or Jones.
But you won't say it
Lobster
through
is
like,
incredible.
on your
That's
floor
right.
room, there might be like
Sexy Norwegian man.
and it just depends on what they say all the time.
Yeah.
In the afternoon,
lock.
you say in the afternoon, you'll actually park into a lock and you're allowed to go up.
Up or down.
That was amazing.
The locks are incredible. Every time there was a lock, we were
was
right
just-
out the front.
It was actually unfortunate when we went, all the locks were late at night.
Yeah.
At night.
But
Yeah.
when you go down the mosaic,
But we still went
they're
down there.
constant. Like
Yeah,
there was,
yeah.
I forget there was. I think you said there was 18.
4 weeks.
There
Yeah.
was 9 down and 9 back.
Yeah.
Let's go down and
Doctor them.
and some went up. Yeah, no, that we all went with it
Yeah.
You
up.
can even do it from your cabin.
And then we went down, coming back.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was good. They were.
And then you go,
Oh, we'd be sitting at dinner and we just go down.
If you're watching it. But if you're in your cabin as well, not that this is very
But you don't even hear it.
open the door.
Look how close you are to the
It's
like, you can
incredible,
touch
you can
it.
touch it.
Yeah.
Like you're literally so close. And then,
We can go
oh,
down the
it's fascinating stuff, the locks.
and flanks.
Oh yes, down the ocean. Yes.
Yeah, majority of your sightseeing,
Sorry, we took
your
over.
port charges, that's all right. And then your gratuities are included for the cruise director and all the staff on board. In terms of tipping, it is up to you if you want to tip the local guys and things like that. With what we spoke about, though, email.
Yeah.
I'll double check that, yeah. And then staff to guests, the ratio, ours is actually quite high, so it's 1 staff member to 2 guests, but the majority of other cruise lines are doing 1 to 3. And that's just because they've got so many more people on the ships. Whereas for us, on our small ships, there's 120 to 28. The big ships have about 160 people. For a lot of other cruise lines, it's between 190 and 220, which obviously eats into your room space, because all ships, doesn't matter what operator, they're all exactly the same size because of those locks. And then in terms of the pricing, so this is a little bit cheaper. We have been able to get a good rate. starting from 7255 for the living rooms. So those are the, I call them duck views because you literally watch the ducks go past your window. Now in terms of those rooms, because I stayed in one of those on my last cruise, they are good, they're obviously just a little bit smaller, and you'll notice that in the bathroom. So the shower is quite tight, and like, I'm a big boy, and I did fit, but it was a tight fit. But if you can, obviously go into a panorama suite. Up there on the top floor, it'll start from at 9251. And with the cruise that you two have just done, you'll get a pass packs discount on top of that as well.
Oh, okay.
And then with that lead in, there is only 2 left on the sailing at the moment. So if you are,
But we're not booking them.
yeah,
If you want that.
yeah.
So too bad if you want that.
So,
No,
So we have to go to the Royal Suite, do we?
Yeah.
the leading rooms have got 2 left. So it's more if you are
Oh,
thinking
okay,
about it,
yeah.
have a think real quick, just because this cruise will sell out. We do have another agent in Queensland, and she is selling in the same departure. So right now is Queensland versus Vic.
Oh.
And it's
And
tight.
we need to beat her pants.
And then in terms of the deposit, it'll be 500, and then if you'd like to purchase safety net on top, you can. Payable at time of deposit only. You can't, once you put the deposit down, you can't add it after. Basically what that is, it covers change of mind. You decide that you can't go anymore for any reason up until 30 days prior to your departure out of Australia. It will be a full refund back to you. If you cancel within 30 days up until 24 hours prior, that's when it can't refund you, but we can keep that money on credit for up to 2 months. So you just have to choose something else. It doesn't have to be a cruise. If you decide to do something else, it can be across
The Globus family.
And then last but not least, I thought I'd quickly just advertise if you pre and post extensions, that should, there's a big word in there, should be available towards the start of next year. So the 4 I'm quickly going to highlight, we've got the Northern Ones in Norway. We don't just do them here, we do them in Iceland as well, which is what I've just done. So that photo there was in Iceland this year, but we also do them in Finland as well. And with that trip, we do
Is that you, Josh?
that is me, because the back of me is better than the front. That's right. And with the Northern Lights, has anyone here seen the Northern Lights? You have. So you'll know that the green is not visible to the naked eye. So it's actually like a grey shimmer
Only on
in the sky.
camera.
And then once you snap your photo, you don't have to do anything fancy to your camera. That was taken with an iPhone. The photo there. But you can actually see them dancing in the sky. It's something. It's a real interesting moment. So I did that just before I went to Europe for the cruise. We also do Swiss Riviera as well. So we don't do the Express trip. We do the Morale Express, which will be for a part of that trip. There'll be a first class view as well. 363 panorama views from Zurich to Geneva. I'm enjoying the cruise either at the start or the end. You've got the Western European Christmas markets as well, from Rome all the way up to France, to up to Paris. And then last but not least, I think this is the one I just spoke to you about. We've got the Baltic Christmas market. So the biggest difference between the Baltics and sort of the Western European ones, it's got more of a medieval feel throughout those towns. So this is a 7-day tour from Vilnius to Berlin, but you can add a 2-day extension onto Helsinki. And also just depending on dates, you
Which
might
would
want to
make
do
it so much easier to fly home.
Out of
Helsinki, yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So, and then obviously depending on dates, you can do these either pre-cruise or post. My personal recommendation is anything like these somewhere guide, try to do them pre. So that way the cruise is an unpacked one's experience at the end. You're not having to go from hotel to hotel each day. You sort of want to do the cruise if you can. If not, that's totally fine. A short
You just have to wait for the day.
yeah, so the dates will be available. I think it's March, it might be a little bit earlier next year. We do have Iceland out right now. However, with the way the dates do work, there's a 10-day gap between the coast tour and the cruise. So depending on the length of time you've got in Europe, will be dependent if you can sort of do something more like that.
Physically.
Yeah. That is about it from me. Has anyone got any questions? Don't all rush at once. One question at a time, guys. One question at a time.
Can we snap our fingers and beat it?
Yes. So because of everything that happened this year, for me to get to Iceland, I was in transit for 62 hours because the war kicked off on the 6th of March and I flew out on the 8th. So
We were very lucky. We were going to go that
Yeah.
way, but we actually went Singapore Airlines instead.
yeah, I was meant to be Paris, Doha, no, Melbourne, Doha, Paris, Reykjavik.
Yeah.
And it was Melbourne, Sydney, LA, Dallas, New York, Paris.
And what about, and you had to.
You ended up going to the US as well. They've got 5 points.
But I know, but because of, when I was on the cruise with dinner and we had 15 people from work that were flying to Europe to do different things, so work was either saying you're either going to have 15 stops or you just don't go. I said, I'll take 15 stops. I still want to go.
I don't care how long it takes me. Well, I do. Yeah, normal
So,
life, I
but
do.
normally, depending on the airline, it's usually 1 or 2 stops, just depending on where you're flying to. You're always going to pay a little bit more for the ones where, like, Paris is a bit more expensive, like Rome is a bit more expensive, just because so many people flying through.
Yeah. I want to do that. I want to do that right now.
In terms, so I think we'll definitely look at a price. I don't know if the solo is one that's still on this departure, but we can definitely have a look at that for you. For any of those escapes tours I showed you, there is a weighted supplement for up to 2 to 3 per departure. So it won't affect your pricing there. Just because we just have to, because we do have it available. I just don't know if it's sold out or not. But we can definitely have a look. Yeah.
You can answer that for me too, because at the moment we're just solo. I was just going to say to you, if you really want to come, you can share a cabin.
I don't snore.
Oh,
She
I
does.
don't know. I don't. Do I?
She's normally my cabin buddy, but because Tim's not going, I'm sharing with Sal. But if Tim decides to come, I'll be the lonely Jane. But at this stage, Linda's booked in by herself, so we could always pair you up if you are happy to do that, to save costs.
And both of you are insane as each other.
Both of you are crazy, so we'll match.
But apparently I do snore.
Well, just my snoring never bothered me.
It's not very big.
I've never heard
It's not very
myself
loud.
snore.
I know.
I wake myself up snoring, so
But she tells me
I am
to.
sharing it. Because it's not working.
Linda and I have travelled now about 3 or 4 times together, and we met at the airport 3 years ago having a cigarette.
It was meant to be.
It was meant to be.
It was meant to be, and
And
now
I sent you the deposit for
before we'd even
for
got on the
trip,
plane.
before we got on the plane for the next year.
When literally my kids were like, Mum, you don't even know that I'm going on the trip with us.
She might be an ex-murderer.
So could you.
Look, so
It's amazing what people change over time.
That's right. You know,
I know.
40
You
years
think
later,
you know
oh my
someone
God.
and then they kill you.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Like,
Exactly.
You just don't broadcast it.
any other questions at the moment? No?
Thank you. That was
No,
awesome.
no, thank you.
Because we just got off like.
Yeah, we should have swapped spots.
So if you want to know anything about the ship, let me know.
Have you been on the ship?
Oh, yeah, they just
We've
got
been on
us.
our
We've been on
Oh,
Odyssey
okay, because
too.
they're all the same.
They're all exactly
And
the
what's
same.
really lovely, and like I'm not talking to you two now, but you don't wait for anything on a river cruise. If you've ocean cruise, you know you've got to queue up for everything. To get on the ship, to get off the ship. You don't wait for anything. The dining room, like Josh said, is everybody can go at once. You don't have to. You can go any time in that dining time, but everybody goes at once, you've got plenty of
And
seats.
even for port talk and things like that, it's not first, well, it is first in, but that's right, but there is enough seats in everybody is meeting it at the
Yeah.
same time. So it's not some people have to stand or things like that, there should be enough seats.
And it's nice to mix it up and sit with different people
Yeah.
anyway.
Because the way they did
Get
it
to know people.
for us was we had happy hour from 5:45 to 5:45 to 6.
No.
No, we had afternoon tea.
From 5:25 to
afternoon
6:45.
tea.
Oh,
yes.
that was 4 o'clock
That was
afternoon tea.
afternoon
eating
tea.
the whole
High-
time.
It was like high tea.
You eat and you eat.
every day.
And you eat, you eat. And then they go, how many courses do you want for dinner?
Quarter to
Mine is
7, sorry, was happy hour. And then our pork talk was from 6:45 to 7 o'clock. And then you got up and went and had dinner. So
Yeah.
it was really easy to go that, and you're all in the front, that big front.
Yeah.
room.
And there's no
It's
dress
very-
code as such, as long as you're
Very
neatly
chill.
dressed. You
Oh,
can
God.
go literally from your day tour, drop your jacket off,
Yeah.
go to the drinks,
Yep.
go to the board tour, go to dinner
We went in
without
shorts
going
and
back
t-shirts
changing
most
and dressing
nights.
up. It's just so relaxed.
That's where I love. Probably won't for that long. It'll be a bit chilly.
Bit chilly, but
Although I should have
But it
put the
is
photo
warm on
up.
the ship.
There's a photo of me in Casal. It's on Instagram. Mind you, it was -2, but stupid me packed like 8 pairs of shorts. I thought I have to wear one.
But
And
on
everyone
board,
thought I
it's
was
okay.
crazy.
It's warm.
That's Casal in Germany. I was dressed in blue.
And your legs
Freezing.
turn blue.
Absolutely freezing. So I
Yeah,
got the
that's
photo and then went back inside.
And
Oh, like you saw me. I had
legs.
the shorts
Yep.
of the cruise.
It depends what you're doing.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, when I did that bike ride in the Black Forest, you start off with a jacket because it's freezing.
Not for
By the
long.
end, I'm in a t-shirt, just riding the sleets coming at me, and I'm like, just come, baby, come. Like, you cool me down because you're getting so hot. And I bet that's so much different to how it sounded.
I was saying that. But yeah, we just found the weather. But we would go to dinner, as I said, we'd get up and go off and do our tours or whatever we do, wander around town and we'd come back, have lunch. Lunch was amazing, like just from the food. So for lunch you would have a carvery. And you'd also have a guy cooking fresh pasta.
Yeah.
Like literally, he's there cooking it straight for you to
Into your bowl.
into your bowl.
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
And then
you
there's
could-
items you can order just from the table menu.
And if you
Yes.
like ice cream is a food group. And they had an ice cream chef at every lunch.
Yes.
and dinner if you wanted it.
And dinner. if
And they
you
have
wanted.
different flavours every day, but if
Yes.
you're really nice to them, they will go back to the freezer and get you
get
the
the
way
one
you
you
like cherry ice cream.
And some days, even though I don't, you could ask for 2 minutes. If you wanted to be cheeky, there was 2 things on the menu.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
then there was a couple of
It's
times where I said,
typical
oh, can I have that at this Saturday morning to that plate? Because I thought I don't want to look like a pig. He'd bring out too many. And
Yes.
then put them both in it. Everyone would just be staring at me like,
It's okay.
That's
That's
what
good
they
to
do
see
when
here.
you're doing that.
and I'm doing it's field work.
Holiday, my God.
Exactly. You're gonna burn it off the next morning anyway. so don't worry.
My family does that on an ocean
Yeah.
cruise. We order like, there might be 6 or 7, or when there's all of us, 20, and we have
We'll share it
30.
around.
Yeah.
Because you want to try that, you want to try that.
Oh, yeah.
Of course.
But there was no like
There's
the
no
food
shortage
was
of
good.
food.
Beautiful.
Yeah, that's right, that's what Glenn says. You order it, because I want to try it.
But you ask for it.
I'm not even his wife, and he does that too.
There was many times when you said that to the poor waiter, and the
And
waiter
the way it looks at me, like, she'll have this. Will I just? I'm not your wife. Tell her what she's having.
What about on the cruise last year, Dave? There's 3 wives.
Oh yeah, it's dangerous. It's 3 fun.
we did pick on you, love.
Anyway, thank you, Josh.
Thank
Very
you,
much.
So any questions, let me know.
Yep.
The Christmas markets, they do sell out. So it's something that you're thinking about. Even if you know, if you're still on the fence, even put your deposit down. Just as long as you've got safety net on there, you'll get the 500 back. You've got a question.
I was just going to say, if we're overload, what's the shipping back home to Australia? Is that
Oh, as in like
just if we buy
Purchases.
ornaments and stuff?
like
Yeah.
homes and stuff. Yeah, look.
If we overindulge,
You've got to organise that yourself in a
Yeah,
town.
but
Chris.
even
Avalon don't do
still,
that.
like
Why not?
if you're
Christmas
buying things.
We've done that many
I,
trips.
when I was the trip I just did with Mira, I bought an extra suitcase in Heidelberg. I bought that extra
Yeah.
suitcase. So then the bags, the way the rooms are, your bags will fit under your bed, so that's fine. They're not going to be in the way. And then when you get off the ship, I just organise with the airline.
Yeah.
An extra bag.
okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can add luggage or,
China Southern do
or do
too,
a postage
I
home.
think. Only because I flew China Southern.
Oh, no,
through
no, that's
China,
it. That
through
was just
China
the thing.
home.
Like, just like we overindulge.
Yeah,
and buy
look, I
stuff.
nearly ended up with the cuckoo clock.
Oh, okay.
And then it was one of those things, do I need this right now?
No, you don't.
No. So, like I understand because some of the ornaments use
So
absolutely.
we're going to be like, no, I don't really need this.
We can add luggage to your return.
Yeah.
Or we'll just put
Or-
Just as long as you
or-
know.
Who does lessons for the next
Sal and I
10
have
years?
gone and posted parcels home before. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and then even like dependent, because you won't just do the markets, you look at all the shops around them as well.
Yeah.
Some shops will offer that as a service phone. So
Take
you
what
can
it
speak
is,
to them and
yeah.
just say, hey, I need this to go back to Australia, what's the rough cost, can I pay for it? Then they'll post it.
Depending what it is, it's worth it. Like Sal and I have done that as well. We've sent stuff from Montenegro.
It's easy, you just do a ceramic stuff.
Yeah, well, if 2 or 3 people have things that they want to send, then
And send it to one
split the
address
cost.
if you can.
Yeah.
And that way.
But that's an individual
Yes.
thing, not an Avalon.
They will be at certain times, so sometimes you won't be able to do them all, they might be a couple at the same time. And you sort of just pick and choose what you want to do. But then with your optional excursions, normally the options will be in the afternoon, just depending if the weather's not good or if it's not looking good. That's when then they'll change things around because the weather can change at the drop of a hat. So they just want to make sure that you can get the most, obviously, out of each one you can go to.
Generally. Or there might be an all-day one.
Yes.
There's a few
Like
of
the
them that
Black
are all
Forest.
day.
Yeah, I got
Right.
on that one.
Yeah.
Not happy about it. I ended up, like, I did a Black Forest one, and that excursion was 9 hours, and it hadn't included lunch that day. Mind you, I didn't want to do it, but I got told I had to do that one. Ended up being like the best day, and the excursion wasn't amazing, but we were off the ship at quarter to 9, and we didn't get back till 4.
Where's the Black Forest?
Black Forest.
Is it in Germany? Okay, yeah. Because I've heard of it. I can't remember exactly.
Yeah, and then what will happen is depending on where the excursion is, there'll be different Avalon or different coaches there. Every group's got a different colour, and then you just walk onto that coach, and they obviously count you to make sure that you don't get left
Back,
behind.
coming back.
And then you'll go off and do excursions and then come back. Yeah. Or sometimes if you want, you can stay in town as well.
I was just going to say, sometimes they'll say to you at the end of your tour, if you want to stay in town and walk around and do your own thing, you can. There'll be a bus at this point at 3 o'clock. Make sure you're there, or you can make your own way back to the ship as well.
Okay.
As long as you're back by the time you've been told to get back.
Yeah.
But the overnighters are amazing because you don't have to go
You
back.
walk on and
Yeah.
off.
But you can go back
Go
have,
party all night if you want.
but you can go back have dinner
Yeah,
and then
go
go
to
back
the
ashore
bar.
again. So you know you don't even have. It's not like it adds cost to you because you can still eat from the boat.
It's usually the big towns will say, so Nuremberg, Vienna, on the Rhine River, it's Amsterdam, just things like that we usually do.
We had
just
Treblanc,
cities
was
that
it?
night.
Treblanc?
Koblenz.
Oh, Koblenz.
Yeah, so we stayed late.
We stayed late.
We late. It was like 1 o'clock. We left there, so we had
So
all
there was a
night to
couple
get
we
back.
had
Because
late.
Koblenz is where the two rivers
Meet,
meet,
yes.
the
Yeah.
Moselle and the Rhine River,
Yeah, but it was a good town to stop in. We went
Yeah.
to TK Maxx.
I
Where
was-
else do you go?
I went to McDonald's.
There seems to be a shopping
I
scene
was
here
outvoted.
somewhere, doesn't there?
I didn't even see it.
Yeah. Oh, there's one of these. We were following the map to TK Maxx, and I'm like, they have these in Australia.
Yeah.
I'm unlocked TK Maxx.
But I tell you what, it was a really good denim jacket there that I wish I'd bought.
We did go to Macca's when we were in France, but it was only because we were busting to go to the toilet.
Yeah.
Right? And we had to pay to go to the toilet.
Yeah.
Oh yes, you do that
The good
every
old
But we,
€1,
yes, but we
€2.
chose not
Yeah,
to do
but
that.
the tours are
we
really
had
good.
nice
They go
trips to the
for
loop.
maybe
I know we
three
had
and
a
a half
nice
hours
trip when
or
we got the
something.
code.
Generally
okay.
includes some food and drink.
That was the only way. One of us got the code. And we just
Are we going to Brudershire?
Oh, I had an ice cream and she got to go.
No, it's a different river. Oh my god. It's a different river.
Different river.
we've been there.
I'm like,
You questioned me, I'm like,
oh no, I was just like, oh my god, I can't wait to go to Brudershire again. Oh, but it's a different river.
Different river.
So I won't be going to Brudershire again.
No,
But in terms of the Christmas markets, the Danube,
It's
the
great.
Danube is the
Yeah.
best.
is the one.
That's the one to do.
Yay.
Oh, that was an amazing presentation.
Thank you.
Yeah, well done.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, that was amazing.
Thanks, Josh.
That's all right.
Now we've got catalogues and brochures if you want to take them.
River cruise brochures.
Yeah. Sorry.
We'll give them a little.
to say thanks for coming along as well.
Oh, thank
Those
you.
stubby cool.
Oh, thank you.
You got one of them?
Yeah.
Would you like one of them? Or you got that?
That's bus trips.
I did, but I left them selling.
It was taken just the other day.
Joshie, you're not even on the back of it.
I know.
We hadn't met Josh when we
put
got
it in
their
the
name.
suggestion box.
We hadn't met Josh.
So let's start again with some James.
I know, the next batch will have Josh on the list. I know, just the photo of you in your shorts. Did you get enough? Oh, that one. Sorry, did you get one of the flyers? Oh, excuse my bum.
I didn't pinch it, I promise.
I think Doug got more of my bum than Clancy. And just to say, it is an escorted group, Sal and I are escorting, but we're not planning to handhold every day.
Oh, well, that's it, I'm not going.
We can if
I was
you
going
want
to say the
to.
same thing.
There's no expectation to do everything with us or with